For the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yeah. Yep.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call a roll, please.
Mayor Bailey?
Here.
Mr. Bateman?
Here.
Mr. Goodyear?
Here.
Mr. Hart?
Here.
Mr. Ori?
Here.
Vice Mayor Phelps? Mr. Ping?
Here.
All right, can we have I guess he's not going to be here. We can change it if he arrives. We have a motion to excuse Vice Mayor Phelps.
So moved. Second.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Goodyear?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Ori?
Yes.
Mr. Ping?
Yes.
Mayor Bailey?
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0.
Welcome, everyone. With us tonight, we have our Director of Finance, Mark Medler, Assistant City Manager, Chris Weinich, Clerk of Council, Misty Clark, City Manager, Dave Kennedy, City Solicitor, Joe Braun, the man of the hour, Chief Ott Huber, our Chief of Police, Michael Gabrielson, Kelsey Richards, our engineer is here, also Becky Knoll, Permit Specialist, I think I saw back there, Stephanie Watson, our Marketing and Communication Coordinator, also many esteemed members of maybe all of the esteemed members of our Loveland Sims Fire Department, and also of our Police Department. So welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. Let's get right to it. Chief, will you meet me at the podium? Okay, we have a proclamation that's going to explain it all. Okay. All right. Whereas the City of Loveland is proud to recognize Fire Chief Otto J. Huber of the Loveland Sims Fire Department for being named the 2025 recipient of the Alan Brunacini Fire Service Executive Safety Award, presented by the International Association of Fire Chiefs Safety, Health, and Survival Section. And whereas this prestigious national award recognizes a fire chief who has demonstrated exceptional and documented leadership in advancing the health and safety of firefighters. And whereas Chief Huber has exemplified this commitment throughout his distinguished career, tirelessly advocating for firefighter safety and wellness, implementing progressive safety measures, and leading with integrity, compassion, and dedication. And whereas this award is named for the late Chief Alan Brunacini, widely regarded as America's fire chief, whose mentorship, leadership, and enduring influence have shaped generations of fire service professionals, including Chief Huber. And whereas Chief Brunacini transformed the American fire service over his 50-year career, championing firefighter safety, modernizing fire scene command practices, and instilling the principle of exemplary customer service to the public, known as caring for Mrs. Smith on her worst day. And whereas Chief Brunacini's philosophy of be nice and his focus on calculated risk-taking to protect both firefighters and the community continues to inspire fire service leaders nationwide. And his legacy lives on through leaders like Chief Huber. And whereas Chief Huber's receipt of this award is a testament to his decades of service, his steadfast leadership, and his lasting impact on the fire service as he approaches his 50th year in the profession. You're not that old. That can't be right. Now, therefore, I, Kathy Bailey, by the power vested in me as mayor of the City of Loveland, and on behalf of City Council, staff, and residents, do hereby congratulate and commend Fire Chief Otto J. Huber for receiving the 2025 Alan Brunacini Fire Service Executive Safety Award, and express our deepest gratitude for his outstanding leadership, his dedication to the safety and well-being of his firefighters, and his exemplary service to the Loveland community.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. I appreciate this more than you know. I wanted to say that when we talk about the fire service, a community's risk reduction plan doesn't happen by chance. It's not written in the city charter or found in the ordinance book. Instead, it lies within the priorities of the citizens, city council members they elect, and the professionals they entrust to carry out the policies set forth by council. We are fortunate in Loveland to have what I call a trifecta: a community of public safety, a citizenry that strongly supports us, a council that believes public safety is the highest priority and is willing to invest in the infrastructure and the people who make it possible: the dedicated firefighters, paramedics, police officers, 911 operators who embrace the mission of excellence in service and constant improvement. I'm deeply honored to receive this recognition from my peers, but more than anything, I'm grateful for the community, the council that constantly supports us, and for the amazing firefighters who stand with me, delivering outstanding service to our residents. I could not do this without them, nor the unwavering support of my incredible family. So thank you very much, and I appreciate this award. Thank you.
Tried to get everything right, but we did miss one thing. We do have a resolution. So can I have a motion to amend the agenda to consider a resolution?
I'll move to amend the agenda to consider a motion.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Goodyear?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Ori?
Yes.
Mr. Ping?
Yes.
Mayor Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0.
All right. Ms. Clark, if you would read the resolution, please, in its entirety.
Resolution naming Fire Station 63 the Chief Otto J. Huber Fire Station in honor of his years of service to the City of Loveland and the Loveland Sims Fire Department. Whereas Chief Otto J. Huber began his public safety career in 1975 with the Miamiville Volunteer Fire Department, joined the Loveland Community Volunteer Fire Department as a cadet in 1976, and began serving as a police officer in 1980 with both the Woodlawn and Loveland Police Departments. Whereas Chief Huber was hired as a full-time captain with the Loveland Community Fire Department in 1985, was promoted to assistant fire chief the same year, and played a pivotal role in bringing paramedic services to the City of Loveland. Whereas Chief Huber was instrumental in the creation of the Loveland Sims Fire Department, developed Task Force 1 with the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, and successfully led the department to achieve an ISO Class 1 rating. Whereas Chief Huber's leadership and vision guided the department through national accreditations in both fire and EMS services, ensuring the delivery of exceptional emergency response capabilities to the community. Whereas Chief Huber's contributions extended beyond emergency response, including the establishment of the Loveland Firefighters Memorial, preservation of the Miami Steam Company engine, leadership in rebuilding the historic downtown district after the 2017 fire, and the development of the facilities and training resources that will benefit future generations of first responders. Whereas Chief Huber has been recognized locally, nationally, regionally for his service and leadership. Whereas most recently, Chief Huber received the 2025 Alan Brunacini Fire Service Executive Safety Award from the International Association of Fire Chiefs. Whereas Chief Huber continues to serve as Fire Chief of the Loveland Sims Fire Department, providing steady leadership and guidance to the department and the community. Whereas Chief Huber is approaching his 50th year of service to the City of Loveland and the Loveland Sims Fire Department, marking a lasting legacy of dedication, innovation, and service to his community. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the Council of the City of Loveland, Hamilton, Claremont, and Warren County, Ohio, resolve that in recognition of his distinguished career and extraordinary service, Fire Station 63 is hereby named the Chief Otto J. Huber Fire Station, that this resolution and the naming of Fire Station 63 as the Chief Otto J. Huber Fire Station shall serve as a lasting tribute to Chief Huber's unwavering commitment to the safety and well-being of the citizens of Loveland.
We're going to have to do this again because we do have to vote. This isn't even for real yet. So, is there any comments? Any council members have anything? Yes, Mr. Ping.
Yeah, I guess a couple of things. One, that I was there when Mr. Kennedy and the chief were saving the downtown after the fire, and the importance placed on downtown and the community and so forth. You could see that in the activities that happened that day. And fast forward a few years later, when I was elected to city council, one of the things that happens when you're elected is you go around with all the department heads and so forth, and they pass on to you some information to help you out. And I have a little bag of seed corn about this big that sits on my on the counter in our kitchen that was a gift from Chief, along with some pearls of wisdom. And I will always appreciate and remember that. And the amount of service that Chief Huber has put into the city is nothing short of remarkable. And so this is certainly an honor, well deserved and this name will be well placed on that building. So I thank you for your service, Chief.
Anyone else have anything they'd like to say? Mr. Hart?
Mr. Ping actually took my story about the seed corn because I also have the seed corn. So he keeps it fresh. He keeps changing it up on us. So I did appreciate that meeting and the bits of wisdom. And what I took from that more than anything was not just a passion for the fire service and not just a passion for public safety that he clearly has and has had for a number of decades, but a passion for community. The community itself, more so than just public safety, but the growth of the entire community and the well-being of the entire community is forefront of his mind all the time, and that it shines through in all the work that he does, and that our fire service does. So I'm deeply appreciative of the years and years and decades of service that Chief Huber has given to this community. And again, like Mr. Ping said, that name on that fire station is well represented, as it represents not just the public safety element, but the community and sitting there right in downtown Loveland, where everybody can see that is well deserved.
Thank you, Mr. Wright.
Anyone else? Mr. Goodyear?
Chief, I'm not going to belabor everything that they've already said. I think it's all very true, and I think that, like you mentioned during your initial speech, we all very much value public safety and public services, and you are kind of the face of that. And we very much appreciate your service. This is extremely well deserved, and I just thank you personally as well.
Yes, Mr. Ori.
Yeah. Chief, you and I go back a long way, but I know I graduated high school same year you started here, so it's been 50 years, and I've known you all that time. Both awards have been well deserved. You're a great asset to the city. You have just been exemplary in all your efforts to make things better. And on behalf of City Council, the City of Loveland, all the firemen that are here, everybody that's here, thank you. We really appreciate your efforts. Thank you.
Yes.
I'll just sum up again what everyone else has said. I think, Chief, you've done such a great job of building a world-class organization and then giving back to making this a world-class city. And I think to have your name in the downtown, the East Loveland neighborhood is a lasting reminder of that effort that one person and a group of people on a common vision can accomplish. I think, like you said, that trifecta, I think it speaks volumes to the community that we have and how you've been such an instrumental part in making it, the great city that we all know and love it to be. So it's just super pleased to recognize you this evening and for the rest of our Loveland lives. So thank you.
I just want to say, I just think your passion for this city is maybe only matched or outshone by your passion for your fire department. But you care as much about the city and its growth and its success as you did the fire department, as you do the fire department. We are so blessed to have you and your leadership and your forward thinking. We're proud of you and your department every single day. And it is immeasurable. We cannot possibly measure what you bring to this city and what you have given to us over all these years. But what a beautiful building this is, and it's your vision, it's your efforts, it's your really, again, your forward thinking is why this is happening anyway. You absolutely should. There's nothing else we could name this building. This was an obvious no-brainer that we are all just like, well, of course. What else would we call this? You deserve it, hands down. We're just very proud of you. Proud that you have chosen to make this city your home for your career all these years, because we are clearly the beneficiaries of that. So thank you. So we should probably vote.
Mr. Hart,
Yes.
Mr. Ori,
Yes.
Mr. Ping,
Yes.
Mayor Bailey,
Yes.
Mr. Bateman, Mr. Goodyear.
Yes.
Resolution 85 is adopted by a vote of 6 to 0.
So now it's official. Do you have anything else you want to say? You have to speak again. We will.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
do pictures.
You know, my job's really easy. It really is. It's having the best people on the bus. You know, I have a bunch of chief officers here, a bunch of firefighters, but especially a bunch of chief officers that have been with me for 30, 35 years, and they make me look good every day. And it's their work that has made the fire department what it is. My ability to be able to participate in everything from the fire department to whatever goes on in the city is because I have an amazing family, an amazing wife, grandchildren, sons, and my daughter there and on vacation in St. Thomas took time out to be with us. And so, you know, I'm stunned. I'm stunned. I'm incredibly honored.
We wanted
You
to
know,
stunned.
but you know, I accept this certainly on behalf of all the men and women of the Loveland Sims Fire Department, present and past. You know, it took a whole village of us to get the fire department here to what it is today. And you know, again, on Mrs. Smith's worst day, these are the people you want showing up at your front door because they care. They're kind, they're nice, they care. And it's pretty simple. And one thing Chief Brunacini used to always tell me is that it's really simple. All you have to do is be nice. And a little story about Chief Brunacini back in the day, I think Pat might have said something about she had a picture of the Valentine's ladies when the firemen came and gave them all roses on Valentine's Day. And Chief Brunacini was doing a talk at the International Association of Fire Chiefs. There was 25,000 people in there. And he said, you need to do it like they do it in Loveland, Ohio, giving roses to the Valentine's ladies. He said, that's what it's all about, making sure that you understand who the customer is, you respect the customer, you treat the customer right, and they'll always support you. So be like Loveland, Ohio. And I remember that from back in 95 when he said that at the International Association of Fire Chiefs Conference. And so, you know, again, you have a great fire department, not because of me, because of them. And because of the citizens of this community who understand that public safety is a high priority. They value public safety, and so they're willing to invest in public safety. So this is an incredible honor, Mayor, Council. I'm speechless somewhat, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. Again, I appreciate it.
Congratulations, Chief.
Well deserved, Chief. Congratulations. Well deserved.
Your photos.
Right there. Yep. That's it. That's his.
Nice. All right, well, hold this. And you can see you hold that too.
You want me to wheel Michelle over too?
All right, 911 firefighters, we'll go to the back. All right, we'll go behind.
What is that? You'll see.
You might be right.
Remembering correctly.
Just like it's spelled there.
Yes.
Oh, right.
I think it's. Yeah.
The proclamation.
Oh.
So this is the resolution that we all read. You can take that
I
one.
think we're all just trying to fit.
Find a hole.
So the other one is.
You can't see the if you can't see the camera, it can't see you.
I got
See,
Dave.
there you go, engineering again.
Oh, look out. Dave's going
So
to.
here's what we do.
Move that back.
Here's what I like to do. When it starts, I go.
Tippy toes.
I like the tippy toes.
Yeah,
You look good.
this looks good, Dave. This is gonna be good. Dave's got a nice angle.
Here we go. Totally. Chief, I would not expect you to stay after this. Go with your family. Get your stuff and get out of here.
Mayor found it.
Congratulations.
Don't show that part. I have to redo it for him.
Hey.
Oh, it looks like you were correct. The professional says
Yeah.
rain,
Well, she's
rain,
there like 3
then rounds of rain.
She's with us a lot, but not every day.
Yeah, I was looking.
Yeah.
To cheat though, I heard her this morning, John. I heard her this morning, and that's why I said that.
You can't listen to my wife more than I do.
I
Listen to her talk very often.
I was drinking coffee and I was listening.
That's great. But he was there when I forget. He's choosing the dog.
That's why I wore my red coat.
It just rained out.
Really?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
We get blue hike in. Slippery.
Yeah.
It's soaking wet. Leaves.
Tomorrow, I hope.
And then, so it's supposed to rain.
Supposed to rain most of the day.
What about the night, the evening?
Through 7 p.m. apparently is.
Don't know that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got all these free tickets. I got like did a peanut butter donation. Butter donation.
All right. Next on the agenda, not nearly as exciting. Review and approval of the minutes from the September 9th, 2025 meeting.
Move to approve as written.
Is there a second?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Ori,
Yes.
Mr. Ping,
Yes.
Mayor Bailey,
Yes.
Mr. Bateman,
Yes.
Mr. Goodyear,
Yes.
Mr. Hart.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0.
Mr. Kennedy.
So this is actually, council does this 3 times because we're in 3 different counties, but ever since 2000, all communities to be eligible for mitigation funding. Mitigation funding is money that becomes available after any kind of disaster. It's federal dollars that the city can use to mitigate future damages. To do that, each community must have a mitigation plan. The mitigation plans for us are done 3 different times because the counties do the mitigation plans for all the communities. And with that, Warren County completed their hazard mitigation plan. Chief Huber and his staff reviewed the plan and is recommending council for approval. The plan's 169 pages. I gave you some excerpts from it. This is an area of the city where there are no commercial structures, but it is residential. It may be it may be sort of the future residential areas, but as a whole, this is a requirement for the city to be keyed up. If there was anything that happened, disaster, a road closed, something happened within Warren County, by passing this, we would be eligible for funding.
Thank you. Any comments or questions? All right, read the resolution, please.
Resolution adopting the Warren County Multi-Jurisdictional Hazard Mitigation Plan 5-year plan update.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Ping,
Yes.
Mayor Bailey,
Yes.
Mr. Bateman,
Yes.
Mr. Goodyear,
Yes.
Mr. Hart,
Yes.
Mr. Ori.
Yes.
Resolution 86 is adopted by a vote of 6-0.
All right, Mr. Wynant, are you starting? Okay.
Thank you, Mayor. Every year we look at Ohio Public Works Commission and we follow their cycle as far as when they have applications that are due. This is the state issue 2 funding that was recently reapproved in 2025. I believe every 10 years it comes to the ballot, so it was just recently approved again. Every year they distribute approximately $250 million in grant funding throughout the state. We are in District 2, as you know, so it's a very competitive district. It's basically Hamilton County. So we go up against some pretty good projects usually. We typically look at the SKIP grants, which offer 0%, basically grants or 0% loans. And this year we've identified the project that needs an influx of money for, and identified as the best project would be the Loveland Madeira Road Phase 2 project, which is the, once again, to refresh your memory, it's from West Loveland to the roundabout at Valley View, the proposed roundabout. As you know, this project will provide access to the Chestnut property. It'll have landscape center medians for traffic calming, improved pedestrian walkways on both sides of Loveland Madeira, street trees, street lighting, buried utilities, storm improvements, water main replacement, and consolidated access points along that juncture there. The application is due September 29th, and as part of that, as part of the process, we have to have a resolution approved by council that we are able to put in that application. This project, why we're asking for this money, if you recall, back in 2024, OKI identified this as a surface transportation block grant recipient of $4.6 million. Of that $4.6 million, roughly $3.9 million of it is to be used for construction. The rest of that has to be used for right-of-way acquisition. So with that said, this project is currently at stage 2. So in an ODOT project, there's stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. Those are submittals to the state. So we just submitted stage 2, and our estimate, keep in mind, this is an estimate with a 16.9% contingency, is currently at $6 million, a little north of $6 million, $6,079,000. So with that said, there's a local match that we need to come up with of approximately $2 million. So looking at the ways to break this out and what we should ask for, we've identified approximately $656,000 of that as water main replacement. So we've kind of earmarked that as part of the WMR fund, and then we've basically backed into asking for a grant of approximately $1.4 million for the project. Because this is such a high priority project for us, we are going to be checking those boxes that basically say, yes, we would take a 0% loan if offered. So with that said, I'll take any questions, but obviously we are in favor from a staff level to submit this application. And also Kelsey Richards is here to answer any technical questions that you may have about the project or the application process.
Any questions? Mr. Hart?
So when we look at the local match that would be if we were going to go with the 0% loan, I guess this question is directed to Mr. Midler. When we go through the budgeting process here pretty soon, I'm on the Finance Commission. I thought this would be a pretty question. will we be looking to budget this as a 0% loan into the next budget year, or will we be how do you anticipate us approaching that in the 2026?
I'm going to jump in on that just so I can clarify. So, the way the funding program works, you apply in September of this year.
Okay.
The funds become available in July 2026, but you don't have to break ground for another calendar year essentially. So this will actually be and I should have clarified that, and I may have in the memo, and if I didn't, I apologize, but this will actually be a 2027 funded project.
Okay.
But back to Mr. Medler, he can answer how we would do that in 27, but this will not be funded in 26.
Gotcha. I mean, I may have missed that also.
Right. So we can always have some additional funds in our fund balance. We don't budget every single dollar that we have, but obviously we keep a whole lot in reserve, especially in the water main replacement fund. So we can kind of keep that in mind and hope for the best, but plan for the worst if we have to do that. And that loan, I believe they usually do those as 20 years.
Correct. They're 20-year loans typically.
So we would be able to just kind of map that out in the future and make sure we have that versus what we're going to get in WMR revenue.
And I appreciate the clarification from that, Mr. Wines. It seems like we have a much longer runway than I thought maybe.
Yeah. So when we're game planning, we have this project in Riverside Drive, and we made sure that we don't have to submit this year for Riverside Drive, and we went back and forth with the Army Corps, and that in fact will be a 28. So this works out schedule wise. So this would be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the clarifications.
Any further questions? All right, read the resolution, please.
Resolution authorizing the city engineer to prepare and submit application to participate in the Ohio Public Works Commission state capital improvement and/or local transportation improvement programs and to execute contracts as required.
Call the roll, please.
Mayor Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Goodyear?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Ori?
Yes.
Mr. Ping?
Yes.
Resolution 87 is adopted by a vote of 6-0.
Mr. Weinich?
Thank you, Mayor. As you recall, back in August of 2024, we experienced a significant water main break, and we needed to, at that point, go on Claremont County water. We have an interconnect with Claremont County at Ridgewood Drive and near Tall Timber Drive. At that point, that interconnect hadn't been used in quite a while. So essentially, at that time, and we remember what happened, it essentially failed. So from that point on, we did some things in-house at a staff level from, how we were handling communication to the public. But we also met with Claremont County. We sat down with them and went over and adopted a standard operating procedure for both sides during an emergency. It wasn't ever put in writing. It wasn't ever put, kind of in a book sort of thing, or literally this one is at the vault. It's a laminated sheet of, process, who to call, what to do, what valves to operate. So we implemented all that. But during that time, it was identified that the pressure reducing regulating valve in that vault, which basically what that does is it allows us to take water from Claremont County without topping our towers. So it regulates the pressure. That valve essentially it was broke. So I finally have this in front of you, but we finally got quotes in and everything to basically replace that clay valve PRV, do some other modifications within the pit, and also as part of our updated procedures, we will be testing this interconnect monthly. So to do that, we're going to be making a tap on the on the city side, putting a fire hydrant on there, and we will be flowing that fire hydrant to verify the interconnect works on a monthly basis. So that is included in the cost that we have in front of you, which is approximately $37,952. This is a little north of what we had budgeted. We had budgeted $25,000, but looking at the Water Capital Improvement Fund and talking to Mr. Medler, we do have some wiggle room there. So this is definitely something we would recommend approving so that we can get going on it. And just as a follow up to everything, this will be installed by our Public Works Department. We are not contracting this out. Our guys are more than willing to do this. So we'll be doing it in-house.
Nice. Any comments or questions? Mr. Bateman?
Just wanted to thank you for pursuing this improvement. I know that it can seem like it's somewhat retroactive, right? But I think that the aging water system can uncover issues that you didn't know were there, and I just appreciate the effort of the Public Works Department and the whole city to rectify that and find solutions so that we can move forward and have a better and safer system. One question I have is, would you expect this to would this have any impact on water pressure, adding this and testing it? I mean, throughout the homes in the area or just in that system, or is it more just part of the routine, diversion of water flow and things like that?
So on the downstream side, so when we make this tap, I didn't elaborate completely. When we make this tap, there'll be a valve. So essentially that valve will be closed. So no one, while we're testing this, our water system sees no impact. It'll be the same. So it'll be an isolated type of test.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions, comments? Yes, Mr. Ping.
I have a question that's unrelated in a sense to this. Don't we have a similar connection to Cincinnati Water? And my question on that is, have we verified that is a working valve and so forth?
Yes. So as part of this process, that was a great point. We identified our vulnerabilities, right? So we realized interconnections need to be operated on a monthly basis, and that is now being done.
Thank you.
I will say there are some we could do some improvements there to make it easier to. So I would like to, just as an aside, I would like to do a very similar situation with, even if it's just a typical like 3/4 inch tap, something along those lines that physically water is coming out. We exercise the valves and everything, so we can take it a step further. So we will look into that.
Any other questions? All right, read the resolution, please.
Resolution authorizing the city manager to purchase parts and supplies for improvements at Claremont County emergency water interconnection.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Goodyear?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Ori?
Yes.
Mr. Ping?
Yes.
Mayor Bailey?
Yes.
Resolution 88 is adopted by a vote of 6-0.
Mr. Medler.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Council. So, as you may recall, back in the summer, we passed what was called the tax budget. So that is a preliminary estimate that we have of our property tax revenues for the coming year. After submitting that to Hamilton County, we have received their estimates for our property taxes for our funds that receive property tax revenue, which is the general fund and our fire levy funds. So they have given us their estimates, and just as a housekeeping item, we are required by Ohio Revised Code to look at those estimates and approve them. So this is what I'm giving you today to approve. They're showing a increase in the general fund and property taxes of about 7% and the fire funds of about 5%.
Thank you. Any questions? Read the resolution, please.
Resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission of Hamilton County, Ohio, and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 5705.34.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Goodyear?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Ori?
Yes.
Mr. Ping?
Yes.
Mayor Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Resolution 89 is adopted by a vote of 6-0.
Mr. Medler.
Thank you, Mayor. So we had received an invoice recently for Civic Plus, which is an organization that we use to notify residents of different issues that are going on. It's a software that we have. We had budgeted for this in the general fund, but we did not have a purchase order in place before the invoice date arrived. And since the invoice was over $3,000, Ohio Revised Code requires us to pass a council action for this. This is called a then and now certificate.
Any questions? Call the roll, please.
Resolution authorizing the Director of Finance to issue a then and now certificate for payment of various expenditures.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Mr. Ori?
Yes.
Mr. Ping?
Yes.
Mayor Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Goodyear?
Yes.
Resolution 90 is adopted by a vote of 6-0.
Mr. Kennedy.
So traditionally, this time of year, every 3 years, when we're in the budget, we're very actively involved with preparing the budget, pretty much a lot of everybody in this room is playing some role in that. One of the things we do is the way the city sets their compensation for non-union, non-contractual employees is on a 3-year increment. It's what we call our schedule of municipal positions. That schedule of municipal positions sets the salary range for the next 3 years. And within that, it sets raises that kick into the first of the year. We do the 3-year increments so we are in line with what our collective bargaining. The city has two bargaining units, our lieutenants and our patrol officers. So we try to do this for a couple of reasons. We get it in place to mirror that. That will come to council late spring, early summer of next year, depending on the negotiation process. And what we do here is we set these raises every 3 years. We do this. Now, you've certainly seen us modify the scheduled municipal positions throughout the year. We took a HR position, made it part-time to full-time. We took the marketing communication. So you've heard of schedule of municipal positions, but what we do, this sets the groundwork for the next 3 years. This particular year, what we're recommending, and again, is a 3 years, 3% raise for the employees, non-contractual, non-union, over the next 3 years. This is more than simply giving Mark and all of us involved in the budget what that number is to put as far as our precision, but it also has a lot to do with retaining employees, being competitive. I can't say enough that we have many employees that could get picked off pretty quickly by other communities. We have some of the most talented people. Chief Huber mentioned the customer service. That is front and center with this city, with every one of these employees, from the people who sit up front to take utility bills. From a strictly selfish standpoint, I get to work with some of the finest. There's 5 of them in this room right now. You guys get to see what they do here. I get to see what they do every day, and it's pretty impressive. We deal with residents in all types of cases, and it is really something impressive. And I know for a fact that these kind of things that we do for our employees to keep them, that doesn't even begin to what happens with the turnover, how turnover impacts our day-to-day operations for every facet of the city. Turnover is something. And you've got 3 employees in here who are relatively new, and each of them have just Mike and Kelsey and Chris have all just jumped right on board. So we feel pretty strongly about this. This is very modest, 3%. And we would ask council to adopt this as a first reading tonight, the second reading, and then we can budget accordingly.
All right. Anybody have any questions? Comments? We won't vote on it until next time. No? All right, we'll go ahead and do the first reading.
Did you?
What? We do?
Oh, hold on till next time. Next reading.
Yeah, it's just the first reading. We can talk about it next time.
Ordinance establishing the schedule of municipal compensation of non-union employees and the repeal of Ordinance 2025-20.
Thank you. All right, announcements. The Loveland Sims Fire Department will hold their final community cookout tomorrow, September 24th, at the Navajo Tot Lot from 5 to 7. The Loveland Athletic Boosters will hold their annual homecoming parade this Thursday, September 25th. That begins at 6:30. One Stop Drop returns on October 4th from 1 to 4 at the Loveland Elementary School on Loveland Madeira Road. You can visit the city's website for a list of items that will be accepted. And thank you, as always, to the Loveland Sustainability Council for organizing this event. City's fall brush collections begin October 5th. Leaf collection begins October 13th. You can visit the city's website for more details. And the Loveland Sims Fire Department will host an open house at the Sims Safety Center, 8871 Weekly Lane, from 5 to 7 on October 8th. Are there any other announcements? I do want to congratulate the Little Miami River Chamber Alliance for, I don't think we've met since the Oktoberfest, and it was a very well attended and I think well behaved event. I think a lot do a good job of having a lot of things for families and children. So it seems to keep it the way we want it to be, which is a family friendly, good, positive event, which it was. So thank you very much to them. I know they worked very, very hard on that. And thanks to all of our staff who were all smiling through the whole time there. I mean, they did a great job keeping the event clean and safe and organized. So well done, everyone. Anybody else? Nope. All right. How about a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Mr. Ori?
Yes.
Mr. Ping?
Yes.
Mayor Bailey?
Yes.
Mr. Bateman?
Yes.
Mr. Goodyear?
Yes.
Mr. Hart?
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0.